In most VR games, if you have a setting for controller offset, you just get a number and you twist it a little bit until your controllers are fine. Now, let's look at the standard settings for the index controller. If I move into Steam VR, you can see the real location of the controller, and then you can see that it's at an offset in the game. Now here we have a desk with 2 controllers on them, and I'm just going to grab it as if I'm holding the controller in the normal position. Now you can already see I'm holding my hands out in the same direction, that they're differently aligned. So now if I go back to Steam VR, you can see it's much closer to the real controller location. Alternatively, you could take this to the extreme, say, okay, I'm not going to try to get exactly the right position. I'm going to tap it to the left. And then you can see that the offset is a lot more. So you can basically do whatever you want with this. So you can put it upside down with a big offset. So now you can see the controller is really not even close to where it's normally should be, but it is at least completely functional in the game. And in the game you can use this to move stuff, even though your real controller is a long way away. But no numbers, no settings, no nothing, just grab it where you think it feels right, and then you have your controller location. So the movement in this game, I've got a kind of a wheelchair movement. You just press the trigger button, and on the index controller the trackpad. Hold the trackpad down, use the trigger button to trigger the wheel grabbing. You can just push yourself forward. Slowly push the left wheel to turn. Push the right wheel to turn. With a big yank and you roll out a little bit. It's a nice way of movement. So normally in the game you have a list of video settings. One of those settings might be post-processing, and disabling it will give you a little bit more performance. So here we have all the settings. Currently I have 2 settings. And this one is for post-processing. And if I turn it off with the big button, now post-processing is disabled. You can directly see that the lighting is different, and also the bloom is gone. So no need for text or laser pointers or anything. You just have a lot of tables with the most important settings. Might be a limit to how many settings you can fit and still have it good for usability, but I guess most people won't want to change all the settings. So that one is a Boolean setting. This one is more of a float. So this is the render scale. So if you turn it down, then you can see that you're going to have a small render scale, and then FSR is used to upscale it. And so this would also work for other float value types of settings.